And so, let's get straight into it. All right, we got my guest for today. All right, Little Flip is in the building, hanging out with us in the Dirty Basement. You know what I'm saying? Real heavy artist. I know a lot of y'all, all of y'all, should be definitely familiar with the brother. He's been putting out hot joints for a number of years. Platinum selling artist. You know what I'm saying? But let's get back into the whole history, and I guess at the same time, I guess it'll be a lot of the history of the Texas artist too.
Right. So what you want to know? Just how it started off?
Yeah, basically about your whole, like the whole come up story, a little bit. I know that, after you, really blew up, there was a lot of different situations with, the label and there's a lot that you could, expound on that. And I definitely want to get into that and the whole major versus independent and a lot of the things that go on with these labels and how they relate to artists and the nonsense that, a lot of artists have to deal with when dealing with a major label deal. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, I started off freestyling battles, like in down south. When we battle, we freestyle. We battle different from how people battle. But I did a whole bunch of battles, man, lost none battles, like never. And so from doing that, I was always on the club scenes. And I bumped into DJ Screw multiple times because I'm affiliated with a group called the Botany Boys. They stay in the same neighborhood, Cloverland, where I come from. And, rolling with them and being affiliated with them, DJ Screw crowned me the Freestyle King. We put out so many mixtapes, man, and crazy. Like, we still, like the same list of people who bought mixtapes from us from the 90s, I still got their info, and I still do business with them to this day. Nice. So, we sold a whole bunch of records independent, man, and we still serve those same mom and pop stores, and we look out for them. And after that, I put out a hit, I Can Do That, which was on my first independent album called A Leprechaun. And, man, we sold like 300,000. And I try, when you drop double albums, they count as two or whatever, man. So major labels, they was trying to get in touch with us, and we held them off. We waited till the album sold another 150,000 copies, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So, and then we started negotiating with them. So, man, we sold 2 million records, like, before we even signed our deal, man. And,
wow.
We just been working.
So now, how long were you actually like an independent artist doing it on that level before, like the labels came to you?
Man, I've been putting out independent albums. And project I put out was a Clover. It was an EP. I put that out in 1995. I pressed that up through Dismakers or whatever. So that was just straight hand in hand, And so since like 95 is when I had my first product that we were slanging mixtapes and all that, man. So I was like in middle school, bro. Just, I went to the same middle school as Tulo. And for a lot of people that don't know Tulo, he used to rap with Scarface. He had that song called The Funky Little Brother or The Funky Little Nigga, That was on one of Scarface albums, man. And so, we started very young, man, doing concerts, being in the club at the age of 11, 12, traveling, seeing the world.
Yeah, right. I feel that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cats from that era started young. You know what I'm saying? But now, being that you were doing it like that on that kind of level, what was the game like back then compared to, what it is now that, do you think an artist could come out and do that and have that kind of impact now, independently?
Yeah, it's different artists that have that impact. Sometimes things work for certain people. It might not work for you. But you got a lot of artists that came up like that. Like, for instance, A$AP Rocky. Shout out to A$AP Rocky. He always show love to the Screw era and the DJ Screw. You can tell that his music is influenced by Southern and DJ Screw and 3 6 Mafia and stuff like that, man. So it's a lot of people that started their own movements. And, you got to be self-sufficient. You can't sit and wait for a label to do everything for you. And that's why my contract compared to anybody else's contract in the game was way better because I had sold all those records before I got my deal. Like if you sign a deal with a label and you ain't sold no records, you can't go in there with too much leverage and make any demands. But in my contract, I had tour buses and cartoon deals and video game deals, and like it was crazy. I'm the first artist to make a record label pay them for the promo run. You know, most labels when you sign your deal and they send you on your promo run, you know, they'll give you like a little per diem and give you a bus and all that, but they don't pay you. They want you to do that for free. And you know, I made them pay me. Y'all want me to go on the road for 30 days? Well, I need $35,000. Yeah.
That's some real. Yeah. Now, for all my independent artists on the check-in, you're hearing it from a man who's done it on a real large level. So I hope you got that paper and those number 2 pencils out taking notes, because he definitely spitting some real game for y'all right now. 646-478-4069 is the call-in number. This is Dirty Basement Radio. We have our guest, Little Flip, hanging out with us right now. I'm going to get ready to go to the telephones real quick. I got my brother Justified. He's in the building right now. Big salute to Justified putting this whole situation together. Justified, what's good?
What up, man? Just wanted to, you know what I'm saying, check in on the basement, you know what I'm saying, show my love to Little Flip. Shout out to Killer Kev, you know what I'm saying, for making the connection with those dots for us, and just Flip for showing up on time and representing like a professional does. Salute to you, sir.
Nah, man, no problem, man. That's what I do. I appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, we going to make it connect, you know what I mean? In Dirty Basement, we bring you them real niggas first, you feel me?
You did.
Absolutely, indeed, no doubt. So, you know what I'm saying, you're going to, hang out with us for a bit, Justified? You're going to be in the building?
Oh, yeah, man, I'm in here, you know what I'm saying, checking y'all out, listening, tuning in, and it's just what we do, man, the Coalition, Dirty Basement, and we got a Little Flip coming in, bringing that new product that he coming back to the game with, and it's just, you know, like I said, it's always a pleasure to have legends on the line.
All right, man, here we are. Let's do it.
All right, well, I'm going to get to these telephones right now. I'm going to go to my co-host real quick, but there's something that you said, and, you know, I think it kind of clarified something for me. You said, you know, you had a video game deal in your contract, too, because one of the things I found kind of curious when you dropped that game over, I'm like, how did he get away with that, with those video game sounds, and nobody came down on him? So that was all part of your situation.
Yeah, well, see, they wanted me to rap to the Pac-Man beat. You know, I'm a true hip-hop head. Like, I'm from the South, but I listen to all kind of music. So, you know, Billy Siegel, he did him a record, you know, called Pac-Man. He was rapping over the Pac-Man beat or whatever. It was on his first album. And so I didn't want to rap over the Pac-Man beat because, you know, I don't like copying what other people do. But they kept begging me to rap on the beat. Like, they had the beat for me for, like, 2 months. And they kept begging me, man. And so I told them, if y'all want me to rap on it, y'all got to pay me. I made them paid me to rap on the Game Over beat, you know. I think it was $20,000 or $30,000. It was one of them. But, yeah, they paid me to rap to the beat.
Well, that was definitely a good choice, because when that joint, I remember when that joint came out, yo, that was like 03, 04, I think, when that came out. And that was like a real heavy time for, you know what I'm saying, for the Texas area and you know, really for the South. Y'all putting out some heavy joints. And I remember putting that joint along with a few others on a mixtape, man. Man, when that Game Over beat came on, yo, that was a heavy beat, yo.
Yeah, I think it was brilliant, bro. I actually think it was brilliant, but I just didn't want to copy it, and that's why I started off Game Over. Like, I started off, shit, y'all done fucked up and let me this bitch. I was trying to curse so they wouldn't make it a single and shit, but hey, it still ended up being a single.
Yeah, definitely. All right, well, I'm going to throw it over to my dude, Mr. Raaw, right now. Mr. Raaw?
You? Can you hear me?
It's on you. Yes, sir.
All right. Salute to you, my G. How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm great, man. Blessed. Can't complain.
That's definitely how it is. You could complain, but how many people want to hear it? They got their own problems, man. I definitely want to touch on a basis of you taking your life from F to F, which is fundamental, and then changing it into a franchise. You know, a lot of people try to, you know, mirror themselves after they've seen you do it, and they try to do it. It wasn't always successful. But now that you've been out for so many years and you you definitely are relevant, and you definitely got a stamp in hip hop history. You know, when you realize that you do, and that you did, you know, how was that feeling to you? Like, you know, we as artists, we always just throw music out there. We freestyle. I'm another freestyler just like yourself, and we just do it for the love. We do it for the love. But when you come to this point now and realizing that you made a stamp in hip hop and you're part of hip hop history, what do you plan on doing to make another niche in the belt?
Well, right now I'm promoting my book. I put out a book called "Don't Let the Music Industry Fool You," and I put that book out on 420. It's available on Kindle and iTunes. The audio book. I put a soundtrack out. I got a cartoon coming along. It's the same title. And at this point, man, you know, I got a lot of different things going on. I have a management company, so right now I have an MMA fighter named Tony Gwynn, and I have a boxer as well. So, you know, I'm just diversifying my portfolio. But see, my family, like, I've been doing music since I was a kid. You know, my relative is Terry Ellis. She sings with En Vogue. And then one of my uncles, he sung with Archie Bell and the Drells. Those were one of the first groups to get a gold record, you know. So I've been having music, you know, in my household since I was little. You know, I play the drums, I play the piano, I mix my own music, direct my own videos, edit my own videos. I own a tattoo shop. I still own my own liquor. I'm about to come out with a champagne. So, you know, I'm just doing a lot of things, man. And I just think a lot of new artists, they don't really understand the difference in, you know, music and just a quick beat, you know. And in my music, I put live instrumentation, live guitar, live piano, you know, bridges and different things of that nature, man. So, yeah, man, I still do music because I love it. You know, it pays me, but, you know, this year alone, I released probably like 15 mixtapes. And I do it because it's an exercise to me. You know, like me getting in the studio rapping over all the new stuff that's out, that makes you a better artist when it comes to rapping on your real stuff, because I'm able to rap on any tempo. It don't matter if it's a dubstep, reggae, if it's opera, it don't matter, man. So, you know, I'm just blessed and I don't take it for granted. You know, one of my OGs told me, if you can count your money, you ain't made enough. You know, so I don't stop working. I don't look out. You know, some people like, if you're an artist and you don't like doing interviews, you're in the wrong game. I love